Hey folks, this is Scott at the XVED Homestead. Well, I was getting ready to make some supper and it looks like the co-op called from my town. My chicks came in a day early. I wasn't expecting them until tomorrow sometime. They said, hey, can you get out here before we close? And I said, sure. So I've got to get ready to get some brand new chicks in here. And I am not set up for it at the moment. I was going to do that tonight in preparation for tomorrow. So looks like I've got to speed things up here a little bit. So what I have to do right now is put together my brooder. I built it in a few small parts that I put away on the side of the garage over the winter, planning that I would use it this year. So I was going to put it together tonight, but I got to make it happen a little bit quicker now. So I'm going to slap the two ends, the long parts together with four partial 4x4s, like 2x2s almost. And so I'm going to put those together and put cardboard on the bottom of it and then put some pine shavings in it, the feeder and all of those things, the water, and get a heat lamp in here, although it's nice and warm, but it's not warm enough for new chicks. So I got to slap that together pretty quick before the co-op closes and pick up the chicks. Okay, so now I've made the basic structure of the brooder box. It's made from a piece of scrap plywood that was 4x8, and I split it right down the middle. So I have two 8-foot sections that are 2 feet high. And I have those connected with some split 2x4s. They're about 2x2, a little bit bigger than that. And there are no ends right now, so what I'm going to use are cardboard boxes. And the reason I'm going to use cardboard boxes is because I'm going to throw them all away and compost them at the end of it when it's full of chicken manure and pine shavings. And at the beginning, I don't want the little chicks getting confused and eating the pine shavings. I haven't had a lot of problems with that in the past, but I've seen them picking at them when they're brand new. So I'm going to put the pine shavings in there tomorrow after I've had them in there overnight, so they understand where their food and water is, and they'll understand what food is food and that pine shavings are not food. So that's why I'm going to put cardboard in the bottom, and I'll use them to make the end walls as well. Now I'm making these ends out of old moving boxes. I keep moving boxes around because I have young men who move from apartment to apartment every once in a while, and so I keep moving boxes on hand to accommodate them. But I think this is a good reason to sacrifice a few of those boxes. So I'm looking to see what will be the best fit to keep the chickens in as they start to grow. So I may use a few boxes and cut them up a bit. That's okay. Well, that looks pretty good. For a bit of quick work, that doesn't look so bad. And see, that's not too bad. That's about 8 feet by 3 feet. and I'll have 30 birds in there for about 2 or 3 weeks. And as they start getting bigger, I'll put them out in the chicken tractor on the lawn. But that should be a good place to get them started. Well, you can see here I have the heat lamp all ready to go to warm it up. I've got the waterer in there, and I've already bought some feed, which I bought today in anticipation of tomorrow's delivery. But I've got a half hour before the co-op closes. I'm going to run there and get my chicks, and I'll show you what they look like in just a few minutes. Here we are. Gotta go get the rest of them. Here we are. So these chicks were already at my local co-op, and with a bunch of other chicks all in these large brooder boxes. And so they're already used to water, so I won't have to dip their beak. I won't have to try to explain to them what food is or show them what that is. So they're kind of all ready to go. So that's great, to save me a bit of work. Here are Cornish cross chickens. And here are our barred rock chickens, Plymouth barred rocks. Well, it looks like they're all huddling under the heat lamp right now. I think I'm going to put it just a little lower. It was around 80 degrees earlier under there at chick level, and I want to get it up to 95 or so. So I lowered it a little bit, but I may lower it just a little more. Only 1 or 2 have found the water, but a bunch have found the food. They'll figure it out eventually. This is 28 chickens, 20 Cornish cross, and 8 Plymouth barred rocks. They'll develop a nice stripe over time, a nice stripe pattern to their feathers, and of course the Cornish cross will be all white. But right now they're jockeying for a crumb on the ground. These birds have it figured out. And I think I'll put this small waterer just a little closer to everyone. That helps.